Hey guys, welcome to a video on Bharat in Germany. Today I have Alina with me and we wanted to discuss about a common issue that we are facing, and that is two Indians who want to get married in India, but it's not really working out with the COVID regulations and the quarantine and all of these things. And also many times we are seeing now the issue of the vaccines not being fully recognized. So to kind of avoid all of these things so that you don't have to actually travel to India, but you can still get married legally and get it recognized in Germany, in India, and in any other country that you want to live in. We are having a super interesting case, and that is getting married in Denmark. Alina has been doing it for a long time. She has helped out a lot of couples, so I wanted to bring her over so that she can talk about things from her own experience. So,
Yeah.
Alina, the story.
So first of all, Bharat and I got married in Denmark because that was the easiest, and also it was the easiest to get recognized by German authorities. Because I also heard many times that if you get married in India as two Indians and you want to get it legalized in Germany, then it's sometimes more difficult for them than with a EU marriage certificate. And lately I have been approached many times by Indian couples explaining me the same situation over and over again, that they have had plans getting married in India, but due to the lockdown and potentially a quarantine afterwards if they want to return, and it's not aligning with their job and university, whatever, they now are thinking of getting married in Denmark, which is a good idea.
Yeah. The nice thing about Denmark is the approval that you get generally from the authorities, you can get it as less as 5 days. Of course, it can change with the workload and stuff. And then another 5 days you get the appointment at the local municipality. So you can get married in as less as just 10 days or sometimes even lesser. So this is a very quick way to kind of get married, and the marriage certificate that you get from the municipality in Denmark, that is recognized in Germany, in any other EU country, and the marriage certificate is issued in 5 different languages. So it's in English, it's in Danish, it's in German, it's in Spanish, and I think it's in French. So they're these 5 languages. And that's super nice because then if you're living in any of these countries, you don't need a translation either. So that's the one thing. And also if you're living in EU already, I think coming to Denmark, it is really not a big issue with all of the border regulations just becoming lesser and lesser.
Yeah, and the most important thing is that you don't need any complicated documents. Many Indians face that their birth certificate is not being recognized by the German authorities because it's either handwritten or it's issued way back in the time where things were not really digital, and of course the German authorities don't want to accept such documents because they are not sure are you that person in the birth certificate. So in Denmark you don't need a birth certificate at all, and then you just need 3 documents: passport, visa, and a single certificate, which if you live in Germany is very easily available from the Meldebehörde, or in some places it's called Rathaus. You can go the same day, apply for it, get it at the same time. They will just take a print out and it will have your address and your marital status.
I think it also doesn't cost a lot.
It just costs 6-8 euros. It depends on the place where you live at. And then with that we can already start the process. And now if you're thinking why can I not do this by myself, should I go with a marriage consultancy, it's because everybody knows that bureaucratic stuff is always complicated, and if you don't know you tend to make many mistakes. And I had many couples approaching me afterwards saying I applied by myself, then they requested some additional documents, and now it's being delayed 2 to 3 months, which is normal. The problem is when you apply and you make a mistake in the application and they request you additional things, then it gets delayed 2 to 3 months because then they don't open up your case very fast again.
One more thing is that when you're thinking about actually getting married in Germany, the process can take very long. Sometimes just getting the appointment at the Standesamt, that can take a few weeks, and then till the time you get the final appointment for the marriage, that can take up to 6 months. So that is one thing where we see even sometimes Germans directly coming from Germany and getting married in Denmark, because it is super simple. And sometimes we have people somebody is living in France and the other partner is living in Germany, somebody else is living in Italy. So even if you're living anywhere in EU or in any other country, it is still a very good option that you're thinking about getting married in Denmark, because the marriage certificate here is then recognized everywhere else.
Yeah, some people even come from US and other places abroad. And in Germany, many times the list of documents is huge. I mean, I think I went to inquire about our marriage, and then I saw the list of documents, and then I was like, I'm not doing this.
With everything, they also need a legalization. So like, is the birth certificate real? We have to legalize it. We have to like get it apostille and all of this stuff. And like then if you go through the process of apostille, like that also like generally then takes longer. So you have to plan all of these things in very advance. So that's why like I think getting married in Denmark is super simple, because like all of these things, you don't need like so many dramatic documents. Just like Alina said, passport, visa, and the single status certificate.
And many people are also thinking that, okay, I don't want to have this like court marriage, and then I don't have my big fat Indian wedding and things like that. But that's not a problem, because you can get like the legal side of the marriage done. And then when things are better in India, you can go back and have your wedding. Because anyways, with like this Danish marriage certificate, it will be recognized easier by the German authorities. You don't have to go through much hassle. And then when you can go back to India, you can have your wedding still. Like, it's not a problem at all. Many couples are doing this, and you shouldn't feel like awkward or like it's not the perfect way of getting married.
Different countries can have different kind of, you know, formats and things like that. And for this, like, it's best that you contact Alina directly at aerodiaries@gmail.com. Aero Diaries is what we call our house and our wedding agency, which is like based in Aero. So if you need like any kind of like, you know, help with that, you can just drop us an email and we'll take care of that. That's it for this video. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.